There we go. Now I can see it. It's okay. All right, now is this their software or is this that can't? Okay.
Machine. So if you ever go to another machine, it's the same software. I can literally run all 5 of my machines at one time using the same software.
Okay.
So it's really quite simple to use. And you can actually go up to projects and you can pull a project up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and I'm going to find templates. And they have all sorts of templates, and we're going to type in dog. I don't see a dog, but okay. So I'm going to just go grab a dog bone from somewhere else, just real fast, so I have a dog bone. So give me 1 second to go find a dog bone.
Take your time.
I'll bring that back in.
I'm gonna keep working on my earrings while you're doing that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I wish I could show you how bad it burnt these earrings up.
That would stink. I would be very upset about that.
Yeah, I mean it's just. I mean, if it's something big that it's just cutting out, there's no problem. But then you get into some, earrings, which is what I sell a lot of. I waste more than I make.
You're still with a girl, right?
She is. She's a fat little girl.
So, gonna this real quick. All right, now I'm going to go back over to here. Okay, so if you can see on my screen where it says upload to MySpace or import, I'm going to hit import. And then in my downloads, I just did this one, which is a pink outlined dog bone and a pink heart with
Pause.
and then I'm going to go over here to the text and I'm going to put this right here and I'm going to type in there Stella. Stella. And I'm going to put that up inside the dog bone. And I'm going to get it a little bit to the right size. Now I'm going to probably do like that font. I don't care for that font, so I'm going to see what font they have. Where to go to change the font? Oh, okay, right here. Oops. All right, so we have, let's see, that's what that one is. Let's do.
As you can see there, sorry, I was on mute. As you can see there's quite a few different fonts already built into
Right. That's a good one.
Right. Yeah, I like that one. Let's keep it small enough to fit in the dog bone.
So are we going to etch that on that bone?
Yep. All right, we're gonna take that, and that's now in the, oh, I didn't undo. There we go. And then now you can lock that in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Group right there. So you go on this little corner here and you group it. Now it's together. You can move it wherever you need to. I'm gonna put it up here, and then we're gonna do a camera look on the machine. So we are connecting to the F, from the F2 to the M2. It's ready. When you hear that beep, that is when it's telling you I'm ready. And at any point in time, it always wants to do a quick tutorial with you all the time. It always wants to do that. Sometimes it's good to do a refresher. It'll do a fire suppression. It'll do whatever kind of designs that you want to do. And for this one, because we have two, now we can take out the background, I believe, but I'm not going to worry about the background right now because I'm actually trying to show you a little bit of how it can do some other things, but you can see the cutout. And then we're going to go to, and once you go to, are you familiar with doing
No, say that again. Miss Stella's letting us know it's getting close to dinner time.
it says mixed and it says ungrooved and it says offset. You're going to go to offset. And if you can see, I'm going to make it bigger for a minute before we actually cut.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see this offset right here, you can see it put this, that blue line. Do you see that little blue line?
Uh-huh.
That it's showing you that that's how it will cut it out. So this is going to cut this out in two pieces. So it's going to cut out the heart with the, now if we want it closer together, I can make them so that they're actually touching and be one piece. So I think that's what we probably should do. So that's two pieces there. Hold on. Let me move this over just a little bit and we'll do like that. And, oh, you mean turn that? Okay. And this one. Yeah. So we're gonna re-save that. Share that. All right. Now I'm going to bring in a different one so you can see the two different ways of doing it here. So we're going to make this one a little bit smaller and that has the offset on it. Oh, did we not save the offset? I didn't save it. Huh. Yeah. You got it at least once you're done, you got to hit this confirm button. Otherwise, now if you can see how far away that kind of is, you can make it tighter. Or you can make it wider. Now, if you make it wider, it's going to cut like that, where it will cut the two pieces out together, which is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And then, so that'll be one piece. So it's going to be a little bit wider than your design. All you better job, right? The whole. There you go. It's just like a lot of software. You got to grab all the pieces and parts.
Right.
And if you forget to grab one of the parts, it won't do it. So we're going to be able to cut two things at the same time on here. So I made another one. And it's loading. So there's the other one. I did it at a little bit of a canter. And we're going to make this one just a little bit smaller is what we're going to do.
Put Bella on that one.
put Bella?
Yeah, I have 5 dogs.
Oh, well, we have you. We've got 6. So
I'm fine at 5. I have a 175-pound Newfoundland all the way down to a 4-pound Yorkie.
I'm going to make that so I can see it. And I'm going to rename that one. You said Bella, right?
Yeah, just change that S to a B.
Yeah, Bella and Stella.
Yeah.
That's kind of adorable.
And they hate each other.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Well, we have a pit bull that is a big teddy bear. And then we have a blue heeler that thinks he's a big bad. I mean, his bark is so much worse than his bite. He is.
Need to pull it forward.
Bring it front. Range there.
There we go. Yeah, bring forward. Yeah, there you go.
Bring it front. And then we're going to make it go down just a little bit. Do you want them the same size?
I don't care.
Well, since they hate each other, we don't want one that's jealous because the other one got a bigger one.
I've had to pull them apart too many times.
We've done that.
It's all over a chew usually. A treat.
I'm trying to turn.
At the top right there. Yeah, there you go.
You have to forgive me. I'm looking at a screen that's a little bit farther than my eyes without glasses can see. So I'm like, where's that? I can see it, but okay, let's straighten that out a little bit. Does that look straight? It looks pretty good. Okay. Now, does it need to come down any? I would say just a fraction.
One of the main things with the studio, the xTool studio, moving it with the mouse gets you large increments. If you want to go just minimal, don't try using the mouse, just use the arrow keys.
Yeah,
it works really good.
I'm using the arrow keys right now and you can barely see that it's moved, but now we're not, and I'm going to do the same with Stella too. Stella needs to go up since the hair. That looks pretty good on both of them.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It looks good to me.
All right. So this one, we're going to now do an offset on. How does that offset look, Steve?
Looks good. It's all around.
It's a little bit smaller, right?
Yeah, it's only a 2 millimeter offset, so it's just slightly outside the picture.
How's that one?
Still
right on it, right?
Yeah.
I like that. That looks really good. And you can choose hard square lines on the offset, or you can choose, and then you can choose to have a square line. So the beauty of this machine, besides the cutting and making some really cool designs, is we're going to switch this over to print and cut. And if you look at that, when you see it, you have lasering on a flat surface, inkjet printing, print and cut. You have a rotary. If you get the whole thing with the rotary, I do suggest it because you may not think you're going to use it, and it makes. Can you grab that cup out to show her?
Yeah, I have that with the other one. It came with that. I've never used it though.
Well, the one thing that I see is that it does give you the option to not do that, but you can get the one where it has the ink and to be able to print and then cut. That's what we're going to do is a print and cut. And then you can make a jig. I didn't want to suggest a jig. You can make a jig. You can also.
What's a jig? What's a jig?
Like if you wanted to make your earrings and you wanted to make a jig to put your earrings in, you can make a jig so that if you have like 6 or 8 of the exact same style, but you've already cut out the earrings, but now you want to laser onto the earrings, You can put them in the jig so they're nice and straight, and you know that it's straight. So you can actually make a jig in here and use the jig, and you can have a jig that you already have. So either way, you can do that, and it can do batch. Down here is where it shows you doing the same design, and all you have to do is put the design in once. And if you put 4 different sets of earrings and you want them all to say the same thing, you can see the same thing on it. And it's really, really nice about that part of it. And then, and this is just showing you the different designs. If you did the same exact design, that's a batch with the same design. You can also do batch where you have different designs. So it has different options that you can do. We're going to select the print and cut. And real quick, before I continue on there, I am going to show you, where's my mouse? I'll go that way. I got 2 screens going on here. I'm going to show you real quick, I'm going to show you this screen right here. So that is a jig. So can you grab one of the keychains? So we're making a bunch of keychains that have the exact same design. So we made the jig, and then you can put your keychains, the plastic ones are right there. Oh, okay. So we wanted the jig because I bought a pack of plastic keychains, and I needed a jig to put in it. So what it did is we put the size and the shape that we wanted. He's putting one of the keychains in there so you can see that they fit right in there.
So it's almost like a mold.
Yeah, exactly. So now I can put my designs on that jig inside the machine. And you can see these 4 corners here. It cuts those when it makes the jig. So those are the identifiers. When it's going to cut, it identifies the design, and it identifies the corner, so it knows where all these pieces are in the jig. It's a really, really nice feature, that's for sure. Now I'm going to go back to that screen and put that back on there. Large. All right, so now we're going to go back to this, and we're going to actually get it ready to go cut. And now on this, what we're going to do is we're going to select the material. We already selected the mode, it's print and cut, and then we're going to select the material is going to be wood, and then we're going to select, is it the
3mm cherry? So let's type cherry at the top.
Okay, type cherry. 3mm cherry plywood. Right there. So now it knows what materials in there. It knows what the thickness is, and we're going to do a screen camera check. So what it's going to do is it's going to take a picture of the plate. So now it sees the piece of wood in there. It knows where it's at. We can choose where we're going to put everything and how big we want it. That piece of wood is, what size is that piece of wood?
Twelve by 19, 12 by.
I think it's a 8 by 10. I think it's an 8 by 10. Can you give me a mathematical change for millimeters really quick? In
Where do you have you found one place better to buy wood than another?
No, when it depends on how clean I want it to be. I want to know how many inches that is.
Because I've been buying mine on Amazon, and I don't know if that's.
I buy it at Amazon. I buy it at Temu. I haven't had any I haven't had any issues really with wood. If it feels a little bit grainy to me beforehand, what I do is I will actually, if it feels kind of grainy, I will take a sander to it and I will sand it down, and I'll sand it to like 600 grit if I have to. If I don't have to, I don't worry about it. Some people do put blue tape on their wood before they, like blue painter's tape on before they burn it, and it helps with some of the burning issues. Some people have good luck with that. Some don't. Some end up, depending on where you put that line, you have to be pretty clean. I use it sometimes, but I only use it if I get the biggest size tape, and I will make sure that my design fits within that whole piece of tape. I don't like having the lines, and I don't want it to overlap and stack on it, because sometimes then you see that in your cut. So I don't like to do that. If it's a bigger piece and I have to put too many pieces, then I spray paint it with a clear coat, matte clear coat, and I do like one good spray on it, let it sit for 20, 30 minutes and dry before I cut it, if I have to. Quite often, I don't have to do that at all. I have no problems with it whatsoever. So occasionally you do. I know Steve was going to show you one of the mugs that we did in there using the rotary tool. So that's one of the mugs.
Oh, wow.
Upside down. So we were able to etch our logo, and do you see how it was even able to make it right onto that
curve?
ledge?
Yeah.
And it might be hard to see in that camera, but if you tilt it just a little bit, you can see some of the color in the etching. And see how, okay, turn it up, right, a little bit more right there. You can start seeing some of the purple coloring in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. And it does a really good job. And you clean it with alcohol wipe afterwards, and it looks really sharp. So back over here real quick to the design again. All right, so we're gonna actually get ready to cut now. And then I'm gonna switch to the machine so you can watch the machine. Okay, so those are 6 inches.
Now, is that pink? Is that pink going to be pink? Does this machine, one of the things I liked about it was that it had an inkjet.
Yep, that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to print them with the color. CMYK. Let me go, I'll switch it, or you can come right over here, honey, in this camera, and I'll put you in the camera. All right. So you want to grab the other one too. So this is the ink, and it has 2 little magnetic pieces on the back. And he'll show you when he goes over to the camera or to the machine. I will switch over to there. So this is the ink, and it's easy to change out the ink cartridge inside. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
It's easy to do. It's magnetic. It hooks right on, and he's going to show you how to do that. And then this is the laser, and the laser just pops right on magnetic too. Super, super easy. And it'll tell you once it's done with the coloring, it'll tell you it's done. If you like what it looks like, you stop, and it's going to tell you to switch to the laser. And then you pop that out, put the laser back in, and then you can hit go again for it to do the cutout. Now, if you don't like it and you want it to color one more time, you can do it. We did his dog. Now his dog is hard to see in this essence of the coloring because he has a healer. So his healer looks like he's Neor already because he's black and gray. So it doesn't really show much for color, but it really did really cute with him to do on it. Now, I quite often will put a resin, like a UV resin clear coat over it, or you can just put an actual clear coat over the top of it. Okay, here's your printer's heads. And I'm going to switch now because, real quick before we actually hit go, I'm going to switch over to the actual machine so you can see the machine. Oh, you did it too fast. Take that out. I wasn't even there yet. Okay, so the machine, now you take over for a second.
Okay, so as Troy was saying, you have a 10-watt diode laser. That's one of the options. It can also go to 20-watt or even a 40-watt. So you have multiple different lasers that you could choose between. And if you look at this in here, this is the CMYK. They had an original version, which was only CMY, and then they just joined all these together to make the K for the black. They found out that that wasn't really a preferred option, so they went to CMYK itself, so the true CMYK option.
So you just snap them in place, and
it's just 2 holes here to line it up.
And boom, it's in place.
And then there's a USB connection that's with a wire inside, and that's it. It's done. That's all it takes to go and change that cartridge to the CMYK.
So that's literally all that takes, and then we'll go over to the software again, and all we have to do is now tell it that we're ready, but I want to make sure on my settings, because we're going to do both of these, and we're going to print and cut. So multi-selected, yes. Okay, so what this is telling us, if you see that there, just talk, babe. I can't read your fingers.
So it's going to score something and it's going to engrave something.
What is that?
The Stella and the Bella. Okay.
And then on the other part, multi-selected. So this part, which is the name, we want that engraved. And that will engrave the name into it. Now, what you do here is you select the power. This is saying automatically it decided that, and quite often the settings that it selects work really well. As you play with it, you might come up with times where you like a different setting better. And I know that we play with the settings all the time. So we're not always using the exact same setting. And if you play around with it, you'll find the setting that works the best for you. The first one's not always it. I keep a D-ring little 3x5 cards that hang right next to my machine. So every time I do something, I write down what the settings were, so that the next time I do that same or similar thing, I know what the settings that I like that work for me. That's what I do. So we're going to go up here now that we've selected the parameters that we want to use, and we're going to go with what it said to start with. Right? Are you going to stay with the ones that it said to start with?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. You do auto measure. So if you hit that little measure button next to it, it'll auto measure what the height is, so that it makes sure it knows. And what you're doing with that little box is I'm going to click on it, and it's going to measure the area that I just selected, because it's going to make sure it sees where your placement is. And now that it did that measurement, that he was like, check that measurement, you can see they're both off. Part of it's off the screen here, and part of it's off the screen there. So I'm going to reduce their size. Whoops, I got to select it all. I'm going to collect everything, and I'm going to reduce it down so that everything fits onto the wood, and we don't have any issues with and these little pieces up here, if you see those, you want to show her how one of those works. That is a magnetic riser. It's a little tiny riser, but it holds your wood nicely in place. I'm gonna but I'm showing it on the screen on this one. Then I'm going to switch it to him so you can see what I'm talking about with him. Come on. I got to flip this mouse back and forth here. All right. So that little riser, you put that in place. It's not real big. It's a real tiny little thing. It's magnetic. It sits magnetic on your.
Does it raise the wood up off the grid?
Yeah, it's up. That holds it up off the grid just a little bit.
And does it kind of keep it aligned?
Yeah. You know, you have to kind of set it unless you make it big. But this machine is pretty good wherever you put your placement, as long as it's centered on your design, then it's not going to move at all. It's going to stay within that alignment. So now that he did touch it though, we're going to do another camera. Every time I touch it, even if it's just a little bit, I'm going to actually.
Right, because it doesn't, just the smallest millimeter can throw the whole thing off.
Exactly. Just a fraction of an inch. It has very little movement can actually change that. So now that we did a new measurement I'm also going to do a new measurement. Just, my daddy taught me measure 2-3 times if you have.
Wait a minute, I just lost you. Hold on, I just lost you. I don't know what I did. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Give me a second here. I'm going to have to hook back up. I touched my machine by mistake and you disappeared. Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's still loading. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to join again. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back.
Now you see us again.
Mm-hmm.
So bitmap. Oh, where is that at again?
It's typical to the engravings. It's like what the bitmap.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to do that. I want to do multiple output, and I want to do cut and engrave.
So it's select engrave.
Okay.
We're going to change it from the 10 watt. We're going to change it to printer.
Okay.
And that's going to print the color.
Now that way it will print the color by selecting that. So if you take the processing module and you change it from the 10 watt to the printer, now it knows for sure that that's your goal is to print.
Right, first. So it'll do all the color on here, it'll cover.
Okay, how long do those color cartridges, are they pretty sturdy? I mean, like, do they last? And I know it depends on how much you're printing, but are they? How much your color, yeah.
It's going to determine how much you use it.
Right.
Something that I'm going to print here very soon that's really colorful. And I've never colored anything that colorful. So it's really going to give me a test at how much it does. But there is, if you have it where you live, if you have a Gigapart store, you can actually go there to buy the ink or
Girl, I live in Mayberry. We have nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your next big city or big town?
Pensacola, maybe, or Mobile. Pensacola.
Oh, okay. And Gigaparts there. Gigaparts can ship it to you, and you might get it even faster. I think, because we have a Gigaparts here.
Where are you located?
We're in Athens, Alabama.
Okay, you're up north.
Yeah. All right. So now that that's ready, I think we're ready to do the print. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit You want a framing or just process? I don't think we need to frame. I think it looks great.
I think we're in good shape.
Okay, so we're gonna hit the print and process it. Now on the machine, the lid is open, so it's gonna beep and tell you that you need to
Close the lid and press the button.
On this right now, it's saying the elements inside the process area. If you select it, if you look,
Yeah, it on the right hand side.
yeah, it's just on the process area. So it says that you're outside.
I'm just gonna keep it just enough inside.
You probably need to pull. Yeah, but yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There we go. That should be good. I could have done. No, I can't. Okay. All right. So we're going to see a process. It says it's outside the processing. It's the one.
It's that right hand corner over there. It's the right hand upper corner.
Yeah.
You can make it a little bit bigger if you want to. Now that you've moved it. Nope, too far. There you go. There you go.
That is something I do like about this machine is it won't let you make a lot of mistakes.
But see, they have that. The other one does that too. I'm not that. It tells me when I'm out of the box.
Well, I mean, like a Cricut won't. Those things don't like.
Yeah,
about the new style of machine.
Yeah, I've passed the Cricut stage.
Yeah, me too. I still have one.
I do too, but it's so old. I don't think, and I don't even know if I could even use it. And then, I have a Cricut and a Silhouette.
Yeah, I have a Silhouette. I have 2 Cricuts and 2 Silhouettes.
And I haven't used them. I had a store in Birmingham for 20 something years, and I used to cut out letters and all kinds of stuff.
Now, Silhouette, diamond, like the design templates for doing rhinestoning. So I use the Silhouette software and I cut it on my Silhouette and it does a beautiful job with that. So that's about all I do with the Silhouette.
I'm sure my Silhouette is outdated. It probably wouldn't work if I tried it.
No, it has to be one of the newer machines. Okay, so let's try processing again and see what it says. Okay, so now it goes to, we're going to process it. And then on your machine, it's going to beep once you hit start. It's going to beep and you push the button on the machine. And once you hear that beep, it's saying push the button on the front of the machine and then it starts. And you should be, let me move it to the machine so you can see the machine.
doing shows like you're doing. I'm in little boutiques. I'm looking for more boutique-y kind of stuff to sell.
Right. Earrings and bracelets and stuff like that.
Earrings, bracelets, necklaces.
Yeah, now look at how much cleaner that Stella invested in.
Oh yeah, just changing that setting.
Yeah, just changing that setting. It's so much sharper and cleaner. It looks so good now.
Well, what I liked is that you were able to go back over it and do it again, and it didn't affect anything.
No, it looks beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, so this is the M2. I need to make sure I'm looking at, when I go to buy, this is the M2 color, because that was what was confusing me.
Yeah. The M2, and if you buy the base model M2, it does not come with the color. You do have to buy the one with the color. It's still the M2, but you want to make sure you're selecting it with the color. And
so it's,
you can choose your wattage, 10 watt or 20 watt. I was supposed to have been sent a 20 watt, so they're sending me the 20 watt because I got a hold of them and said I got the 10 watt when I paid for the 20. And they're sending me the 20 watt. And I said, how do I send you back the 10 watt? And they're like, you don't need to send it back. Just keep your 10 watt and use it when you need to. So, and that's how great their customer service is. They're like, don't send us your other one. Just keep it and we'll send you the 20 watt.
okay. So I really should go with the higher wattage.
I would go with the 20 watt. If you have the option for the 40 watt, I would even go to the 40 watt because you can always reduce down your power. You can't, the 100% of 10 watt is 10 watt.
Right.
100% of 20 is 20 and the 100% of 40 is 40. So as you go down in any of your percentages, you're going to get different, and the 10 watt does have a harder time cutting through the piece of wood one time around. The 20 watt does not. The 40 watt does not. The 60 watt does not. And this one doesn't allow for the 60 watt. One of our other machines has 60 watts. So
go pay the extra and go bet. And that may be what my problem is, because I just bought the 10 watt, not really understanding. And now I've got the bug, and I'm like, okay, I need something better. And I've only had this thing since November, and I've already outgrown this 10 watt machine.
Well, and when you do 10, what you're going to see is when you have to do it repeatedly.
That's right.
When you can do it one time through, it's much cleaner.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, well, I appreciate it. I have a dachshund who is sitting here staring at me.
So basically dead. So I'll send you that link so you're able to use that. And if you have any problems when ordering, just let me know and I can help you with that.
Okay, I'm probably, because I'm going to go meet a friend for dinner. I'm probably not going to do food with this until tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem.
So if I have questions, I will let you know. And I appreciate you spending the time with me, okay?
Making a decision.
Yeah, well, you've helped me make a better decision than, you may spend a little bit more money, but then in the long run, I'm going to get it back on a better quality merchandise.
I will tell you, xTools are not the cheapest, but they are, in my opinion, the best.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
A squad member for them. That's why we do demo shows for them, because I absolutely love their machines. We have 5 of them and we have another one on the way. So I absolutely love them.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll text you that code here in just a few minutes. I got to process this and then it'll generate a code for me to send you.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do anything until, like I said, I got to feed them and I'm on the road. I got to go eat. Thank you. Bye.